Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing another dupe comparison video. I'm sure you guys have seen this dupe going around all over social media, on YouTube, and I wanted to test it out myself because I actually love both of these products. So I have the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream, and we're going to be comparing it to the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. So I did a full review and wear test on the CC Cream from e.l.f. I've really been loving it. It's great coverage, it's beautiful, it lasts all day, and I've really been enjoying it. And I actually really love the It Cosmetics Original CC Cream. This used to be one of my favorites years ago, and I think I had this, I don't remember when, but I did declutter this. I just wasn't using it that much because over time I just kind of discover new favorites, and that tends to happen a lot. So I repurchased it last night from Ulta because I wanted to test it out for today's video and kind of like retest it out actually, because again, I haven't used this in a little bit. So we're gonna test it out and do a full day wear test with this. So looking at both of these side by side, the packaging is not only very similar, but so are the claims and the directions and the ingredients on the back. So they both basically claim to be a color correcting full coverage CC cream that gives you a natural finish that's supposed to be perfect for every day, and they both have SPF. The e.l.f. one has SPF 30, the It Cosmetics one has SPF 50, but on the back you can see both of the active ingredients are very similar as far as sunscreen. There's titanium dioxide and zinc oxide in both of these. So I'm excited to put these to the test today. Also, let's talk about these brushes. So the e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush has actually been my favorite. I love this for foundation and also for spot concealing. So we're going to be comparing this to the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection brush. I don't remember ever using this. I might have like a while ago, but I again repurchased this last night from Ulta, and this was expensive. So I'm very excited about this little brush comparison as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. We're just gonna jump straight into it. Also, this video is not sponsored by e.l.f. I purchased the CC cream with my own money. I do get PR from e.l.f. I'm wearing the sweater that was actually sent to me from e.l.f. I thought it was fitting for today's video, but I also wanted to be cozy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Enough talking. Let's get into this dupe comparison video. So I have found both of these primers to work really well with the e.l.f. CC cream. I love the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This is great because it's nice and hydrating, and it's also a primer, so it's going to extend your makeup. I also really love the Hard Candy Hydrating Grip Primer. This is a dupe for the Milk Makeup one. I do feel like the Smashbox one is a little bit more hydrating, so I'm going to use this one today, and I'm just going to prep my skin. I also did use a little primer water just now, and I love the NYX Bear With Me Multitasking Spray. So I do about 2-3 pumps of the Smashbox Primerizer. I love how this feels like a skincare product, but it's really lightweight, so again, it's great under makeup. So let's start off with the e.l.f. one on the right side, which is going to be your left, and then I'm going to use the brush. The brush is so effortless. It really gives you such a soft finish. It doesn't absorb any of your product. It's really soft on the skin. Honestly, it's just a really good brush. I normally prefer a sponge over brushes. I'm really picky with the brushes that I do like with foundation because I feel like some of them, they don't always look really great, or they make your skin look a little bit heavy or cakey, but this brush is phenomenal. I really like it. And you can see it's so quick and easy, just gives you such a pretty finish. And again, this little brush is perfect for spot concealing. If you have any little blemishes, you could also use it for the inner corner of your concealer. I don't really like it to blend out my entire concealer under my eyes, but I like it for smaller areas on my face. I think it's great. Okay, now on the other side, we're gonna go in with the It Cosmetics one. I have this one in the shade medium. I don't know if it's gonna match. I kind of think I should have got light medium, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna do the same thing. I did about a little less than half a pump. Let's see, what do we think of the color? I think it matches my neck pretty well. You can see it did cover up those pimples and scars that I did have from popping those pimples, but it looks really good still. It looks like skin for sure. I really don't see much of a difference, to be honest. The color might be a little bit different. Like the e.l.f. one I think is a little bit maybe lighter, but I think they both have really great coverage. They evened out my skin tone. The It Cosmetics side covered up what I needed it to cover up. Looks very fresh. It definitely looks like your skin but better. So I agree with both the claims on both of the CC creams. What I really like about both of the products is that you don't need a ton of product to get the coverage that you're looking for. The brush is also really nice, I have to say. Both of them, they're very soft. So I think the biggest difference is really just the color. Like I said, the It Cosmetics one is slightly darker than the e.l.f. one, but as far as the formula, the consistency, the coverage, and just the overall like finish and everything of both of the CC creams, I feel like they're very, very similar, if not honestly identical. I really like the way they both look, to be honest. I guess the ultimate test is going to be how both of these wear throughout the day, but I think right now they're looking really, really good. Coverage is on point, finish is on point. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, so I'll be right back and then I'll keep talking your ear off about both of these products. So makeup is all done. Went a little crazy with the inner corner highlight, but I will leave all the products and everything that I used down below if you're interested. Bronzer, blush, highlight, all that fun stuff. And now that the makeup is complete, I honestly don't feel like there's much of a difference at all. Like both sides look identical to me, especially the coloring now that everything has settled into the skin. I don't think there's a big color difference between the e.l.f. side versus the It Cosmetics side. I'm loving it. Honestly, it looks so beautiful on both sides. It's so lightweight. The coverage is so nice. I love how it definitely feels like nothing on the skin. I'm loving this. It is so smooth on both sides, you guys. Like, I have no words. This looks so good. Also, I feel like both of these brushes are identical, basically. So I have to say the concealer side on the It Cosmetics versus the e.l.f. is a little bit fluffier versus the e.l.f. brush, but the foundation sides are basically identical. Honestly, I don't see much of a difference with those, but I would recommend the e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush because it's only $8, whereas the It Cosmetics one is much more expensive. So just because the concealer brush is a little bit fluffier, I still don't think it is worth that price point compared to the e.l.f. one, where I feel like you could get the same exact look for like a quarter of the price, not even. So if you're looking for a new good brush for foundation and for spot concealing, I definitely recommend the e.l.f. one. This is so good and it's under 10 bucks. So right now it is 11:57 a.m. So I'm gonna come back in a few hours and I'll check in with you guys and I'll see if my thoughts have changed, but right now, I'm impressed. Hey guys, I am back. It is now around 7:20 p.m. So I have been wearing this makeup for almost 8 hours at this point, and this is what the face looks like. So I haven't touched up, obviously. I ripped off my lashes because they were irritating me, and I did reapply my lip color, and this is what my face looks like. So I am very impressed right now. I mean, I obviously did test out both of the products before, the CC cream from e.l.f. and then as well as the It Cosmetics one, but it's been a while since I did use the It Cosmetics one, which I believe I mentioned earlier, but I think they both wear really well. Don't really see a huge difference. I can't tell you like one side looks better, one side lasted better. They literally both look exactly the same to me. I don't know if maybe you guys, well, you do have better eyes than I do because you see things that I don't see. So let me know if you guys see a difference, but I personally don't. So my final thoughts on both of these CC creams, I would say go with the e.l.f. one because you get the same exact result for a much better price. I will say with both of the CC creams, I hope that the shade range does improve. I think that would be ideal, and I feel like there's always room for improvement with all brands when it comes to their shade range. So that's my only like kind of critique with both of the brands. But yeah, I don't really see a big difference with both of these. I think they lasted really well throughout the day. It still feels very comfortable, very lightweight. Like it doesn't feel like I'm wearing any makeup on my face. It feels super lightweight. Just touching my face, it doesn't feel very heavy or greasy. Around my nose, it does look a little cakey. I feel like that kind of happens with most of my products, to be honest, but it didn't really wear off today around my nose, which I think is always really impressive. And I mentioned that when I tested out the CC cream a few weeks ago on my channel, that this really does last a long time, especially on tricky areas. For me, the biggest areas that usually tend to fade the most with my foundation is around my nose and around my mouth, especially when I have really bad allergies and I'm using a tissue. But today I didn't really have any issues and this lasted really, really beautifully throughout the day. And then same with the It Cosmetics one. So like I said, I feel like you're getting the same effect with both of them, the same finish, the same coverage, the same wearability. So it's like you might as well just go with the e.l.f. one. So those are my final thoughts. I definitely think this is a 100% dupe. And as for the brush, I have to say I agree. This is also a really good dupe. The concealer side to the It Cosmetics brush, like I mentioned earlier, is a little bit fluffier than the one from e.l.f. But I still think for the price point for the e.l.f. one, it's a really great dupe. Great alternative to this brush from It Cosmetics. You get a beautiful finish. And honestly, I feel like, again, they both give you the same exact kind of coverage, the same finish. It doesn't really feel like a different brush when you're using both brushes on your face. So I'm obsessed. So this is another really great dupe if you're looking for a new brush. I could probably use a little bit of a blotting sheet on my forehead, but it's nothing too crazy. I actually got these, I think this was like a free gift when I ordered on e.l.f.'s website, but these are their on the spot matte blotting papers. So I'm gonna try these out so we can see how much oil there is. Okay, so there's definitely oil on my forehead, but again, it's not bad. A little bit of my T-zone there. not terrible. I mean, I feel like that's pretty average. My face doesn't feel as oily as this looks. And these are actually pretty good, these blotting sheets, by the way. To conclude this video, we have two amazing dupes, the CC cream and the brush. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this was a little bit helpful. Leave me your thoughts down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I would love to hear what you guys think because you guys are the ultimate critics. So leave me your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Sending you guys lots of love, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.